Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome once again to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. This morning I'm going to try to keep this really short because, as you can see, I am charging batteries, which means I'm going to try to go to the pond today, which means I'm going to have some videos from there that hopefully I can splice into this and have one long entertaining thing for you. The batteries being charged are as... I need some coffee to wash that down. The batteries being charged are as follows. I've got the rescue boat. I've got the vortex. And here, yet to be plugged in, is the ladybug. That's right. So we're going to take the vortex, the rescue boat, and the ladybug. The ladybug doesn't need any rescue, so I'll run it first. Somebody asked me about these nunchuck batteries, and yes, absolutely. In some applications, like that little ladybug, in order to get the self-righting to work, and because it's so small, it really has to be balanced left and right. Otherwise, it just drives along with the list. These work just fine. And the amp draw on that thing is so low, it might draw 10 amps. It might draw 5. So these are, I don't even know what these are. I got Velcro on the name. I think these are 1000s or 1100s. Might even be 1200s. And so 20 amps out of this will be just fine. Somebody asked me about my servo tester because my servo tester is really old. This is an old Astro Bob servo tester. So this thing's probably 25 years old. But wait, there's more. This is a servo tester from, when would that have been? Probably right around 1988. The Silent Electric Flyers, there were 2 members in there that could do something like this. Steve New worked up the plans for this, and Steve Belknap, who ran Diversity Model Aircraft, got all the parts and marketed it to the club. And basically, it was a little kit that you assembled. It's supposed to have 4 dry cells in the back that you could replace. You'd pull these screws off, and it would just run a servo. But the problem with dry cells, they corrode, they get nasty. So a lot of us just switch to having a separate power input. But it was kind of cool having it battery powered, and you just hook it up to any old servo and you could run it. Remember, back in the old days, there were no computer radios. There was no servo reversal. There was no end point adjustment. You had to do that mechanically on the model. You had to turn on the radio, get all the gears set up, go through the rotations of the servos, decide which servo is going to go where the linkages are going to go. It's a whole lot different today. You just throw it in and throw switches as needed. Anyway, this was cool. It was a kit. So you got, a chip and some resistors and some capacitors and a circuit board, and you soldered it all up and you built it, and there you had your own little servo tester. We were years ahead of the group with this thing. It blew people's minds that you can run a servo without turning on your radio. 1988, boys and girls. 1988. So I'm going to charge batteries, and hopefully you're going to see the Batman transition logo, and we're going to go into boating videos. Until then, boys and girls, jet out.